Hello, everyone. I am Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity and also board member of Athena International. And today we're spending some time with David Sillick of Sillick Incorporated, his consulting firm. And David is an Athena advocate in Jacksonville, Florida. So David, thank you for your time today. And I wanted to ask you, first of all, why did you get involved in Athena Powerlink in Jacksonville? What caused you to move in that direction?
I was, having spent 30 years with the business journals, 20 of those years as the president and publisher here in Jacksonville. I was very engaged with the chamber and was involved with the Jacksonville Women's Business Center from really its inception. When Bob Baldwin was running it, and then they hired Sandy Bartow. And then when Sandy came, it was just a dear friend. She's no longer here. She's in Kansas City now, but she's found the Athena program, and I was involved in really vetting that and looking at it. And she asked me to be involved from the very beginning. And it's one of the few things that even in my retirement, I continue to do because I just love the program so much. But the short answer is she asked me.
She asked? Oh, she made an ask. Very good. Well, we certainly appreciate your service with the Athena Powerlink program in Jacksonville and being such an advocate. So the next question I wanted to ask you is, why is it important for men to champion women in business? What is your opinion on that?
Wow. I mean, I never really thought of that. I've been a champion for business agnostically my entire career. I've been fortunate to have worked for some terrific women mentors myself early in my career. And like I said, just, being so engaged in the community, which a position of being a publisher of one of our business journals affords you, business journals are really an advocate for small business in general, and I never looked at it from an advocate for a women-owned business, or a man-owned business. I was just always an advocate for helping grow businesses in general.
Regardless,
I do recognize that women businesses are very different.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember going to WBO meetings. As like the only dude in the room, and was very welcome to WBO meetings that I went to. I was not a women business owner, but again, my position in the community afforded me to get involved in a lot of different ways. And I think just being a champion for all businesses was important to me. I remember Sandy asked me that question once too. And wondered if it had anything to do with my daughter, or my mother or my wife being an entrepreneur. No, my mom was pretty much a stay-at-home mom. My wife's been a homemaker since our second child was born. But my daughters, I think, had a lot of influence early in that. I took her to JWBC awards programs and dinners or functions at Sandy's house, for instance, and introduced Samantha around as she was really leaving high school and into her journey into college, and now is a successful chemical engineer and starting her own budding career. So, maybe that had a little bit to do with it, but I never really thought of it as a man or a woman issue.
Okay, so just, generally supporting business is the passion of yours, regardless if it's a man-owned business or a woman-owned business. But I just love that you brought your daughter along to those events. And, it remains to be seen, but these things show up as we get older, those seeds that are planted when we're younger. So I commend you for taking her along to those different events. I think that's fantastic. My next question for you would be, how has Athena Powerlink benefited Jacksonville? So what impact have you seen in the community?
That's what keeps me engaged. That's what, that's really what continues to fuel my passion for the program. And when I look back at the 12 plus years that I've been involved in it from the very beginning when we brought it here, I've seen it change so many lives. I've become great friends with not only the candidates that have gone through the program, but the mentors. It's, I tell people this, and I make a lot of asks. I'm very engaged in the community still, and with a lot of I sit on various nonprofit boards and for-profit board. But it's the easiest ask I ever make. When I call somebody and explain to them what the program does and ask them to serve as a mentor, I don't think I've ever had a no. I'm not on wood, but I've made a lot of asks, and believe me, I've gotten a lot of no's in my career. This is one of the easiest things that I make an ask for. How has it changed? It's, gosh, we have a candidate that is just finishing her 1 year, and met with her last month. She brought her financials in, looked at her financials just after a year of working with her panel. She had not only grown her revenue a little bit, but doubled her profitability in 1 year. I mean, that's the kind of impact I've seen women business owners go through the program and completely pivot and change direction through the advice and counsel that they got, and turn their business into from a very competitive industry into a very specialized niche industry, and explode in growth. We've had candidates that I've seen local that are now national, multi-million-dollar companies. It's just it's not only creating jobs, and like I said, I'm an advocate for the growth of all businesses, but to really see the impact that a panel of mentors can make. I've had men own businesses ask me, "Gosh, why don't they have something like that for us? Why do they get it all?" It's and there are things out there through the chamber or through other peer advisory boards like what I'm doing now with the alternative board. And I have a blended group of women business owners and men, but it's that not knowing what you don't know and seeing that materialize, and seeing somebody from the outside looking in and seeing the light bulb go off in the women business owner's mind. And then, like I said, the proof is in the pudding. I think we've sent more than 24 women through the program since I've been involved since the inception here. Not all of them have been successes, but I can count the ones, pretty much without using all fingers on. So the vast majority, 95% of the participants and graduates have gone on to improve their sales, improve their operation, hire more people, improve their profitability, plan for the future, and an exit strategy, and create wealth for themselves and security in their retirement.
Right, and their community. I mean, it's exciting what you have going on in Jacksonville. So, David, I really appreciate your time today, and I appreciate you sharing your thoughts about the Athena Powerlink program and just the service that you provide not only for Athena but for the Jacksonville community, and being a champion for men and women, but being a champion for Athena women. We sincerely appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Debbie. I truly enjoy it. In fact, I just returned from a meeting down the street here with a woman business owner that is considering applying as a candidate. She's well suited to be a panelist in a specialty area that we've really never seeded, that I think would provide a lot of value, and being a sponsor of the program. Like I said, it's one of the easiest asks I've ever made.
Very, very nice. Well, David, thank you very much, and we appreciate all of your efforts to Athena, and hopefully we'll have a chance to catch up again soon.
My pleasure. It was very nice meeting you.
You as well.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye now.